Welcome back to Cassandra's Curse, where all the knowing does no good when no one will listen. But you guys are listening because there's a couple people here. So let me know if you guys could hear me okay. I like to always start out that way because maybe I didn't press the right button. Maybe my headset's broken. Maybe it's staticky. Maybe you can't hear. But I want you guys to be able to hear me because that's what the stream is about. So let me know. If you're in the chat, you can give me a 5. Thank you. How are you guys doing? So we have Mandy Golden Goddess Fan, which is pretty much the best name ever, and I love it. And we have Tanya and Randall, and Boston's in here. How are you doing, honey? Super JJ. So, Johnny, hello, hello, hello. Wanted to say hi to you guys. Had some free time. So, what's the purpose of this stream? Oh, well, if I have time to speak out against awareness and prevention and about different videos that I've seen and give you my opinions on things, I have to give you all of my opinions. So another opinion of mine is that I feel incredibly grateful and thankful. Hey, Jay, thank you for stopping in. I'm doing okay. I'm doing great, actually. Thank you for using the hashtag RiseUp. I feel positive. I feel grateful. I feel thankful. I didn't have the best day yesterday. I went into a stream. I was having a good time. And then some people came in and misused the hashtag. And I felt like their intended purpose was possibly to bully. And things like that would be easy to get you down because I can only explain so much that this hashtag, it's for everybody. And if you dislike somebody who's supporting it, you should never attack the hashtag. And then I thought about it, and it's something that could, make you feel not so great. But then I'm reminded of all the people that show up and all the people that tune in to listen or pop over here to show support or say hi, and the people that care and the people that do use the hashtag. And I'm reminded that I feel grateful and that this channel is so much easier for me to pop in on. I don't know if you guys could tell. I don't know if it's because it just has less videos on it or I don't know what it is. I just feel when I have time, I'm able to jump in over here more easily and give back to you guys because you're giving to this cause, which is helping everybody in the greater scheme of things and with the bigger picture. The awareness and prevention helps everybody. And just having your opinion out there where people can respectfully disagree or have a conversation with you, my day started with an insult. I won't say from who, it doesn't matter. But it's quite a way to start your day, believe me, because you're trying to think positively. Can you turn that on? You're trying to think positively. You're thinking about the awareness. I'm thinking about the subscribers and you guys. And then you come across an insult and nobody ever really accounts for them or explains why they're okay or how that even crosses out what about the abuse, all while never mentioning it because they're one of the people in the monopoly that makes money by staying silent or by friendships basically too, just friendships also. So, and I don't expect those people to really say anything. I mean, it would be nice, but they're not going to, and I know that. So don't expect things that aren't going to happen. But that doesn't mean that you guys aren't showing up or that this isn't a worthy cause or that we shouldn't always be positive about it because it's a positive thing, pointing these things out. And people could see it and they say, oh, I know that's wrong, or that happened to me and that validated me, or thanks for letting us know beforehand before we get in this relationship that may go awry, or a lot of people sharing stories of having lost loved ones. So just coming here and opening up in that way just coming here and opening up in that way and expressing yourself, you guys, you validate and give validity and strength and meaning to the hashtag. So, last or yesterday, when I saw someone misusing it, a couple people, it's a grave insult to laugh at child abuse for profit when you're trying to bring awareness to it. And it insults my audience. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you for coming in, honey. And Randall. It's an insult to the audience and all the stories everyone's been sharing over here and everybody that cares. Some wonderful people that have taken a stand and that speak out on their own accounts, and people that aren't even on their own account. Well, not saying you're not on your account, some people, but some accounts with no videos. So really nobody knows who you are. And then we have those people all the way up to people that come in on their own accounts and say things, which is fabulous. Tanya says, always catch up. We'll run the tablet while they do housework. Relaxing. She just says that over the abuse. She grew up abused with alcoholic parents. Oh my gosh. Well, if you grew up with alcoholic parents, then you really know. Because the father in that family was an alcoholic at some point while abusing the kids. So I don't know if you want to share any stories or if you, just the fact that you're here. Thank you so much for coming in and for sharing that. And it should make you out. Just give me 1 second, guys. Okay, guys, sorry, I'm here. Okay. Jeff says, why don't they take Pickle Boy YouTube down? I don't know. I'm not sure. I really don't know. So I thought that YouTube had signed something with Congress as of late about cleaning up the child abuse, and I thought that was one reason that the Daddy 05 channel went down. So I don't know, but just keeping the hashtag going and keep the exposure going and keep talking about it. And if it's supposed to go down, it will. And if it's not supposed to, it won't. But that's definitely not the purpose, because I don't think it ever will myself. But, Hey, Howard, how are you doing, honey? Rise Up said they grew up with an alcoholic father and it tore the whole family apart. Now they never hear from their mother or sister. The father and brother have both passed. Oh, my goodness. He says Pickle Boy and the old man should have been taken down years ago. Yeah, a lot of people do feel that way. If I would be quite honest with you guys, I have to agree with that. I feel that that channel shouldn't be around from all the footage that we see. It's just my yeah. So Rise Up's probably watching this footage and thinking, well, he's listening to these stories where they admit the dad's an alcoholic and abusing them, and it's probably making you think, well, that person shouldn't be the star of a show. I don't want to speak for you, but I'm going to say for myself. I would think that person shouldn't be the star of a show, especially if they never took accountability and they tore apart a whole family. So I'm sorry to hear that you don't hear from your mom or your sister. It must be really hard. It must be really hard for you. And your brother passed away too. I'm so sorry about that. Did anyone ever reconcile the abuse with you before, the dad before he passed? And if not, what did that do? And how would you feel if you picked up a camera and filmed it or told stories about it to help, or told stories about it and aren't backing it up? Because I have the scapegoated daughter running around saying it's all fake now. And if that's really the truth, which we know it's not, or I believe it's not, then how dare they come up with all those stories, right? That would be the next storyline that we would follow. But as I said, it's real. Howard's great. He's taking a break from his music studies. Awesome. Well, I'm so happy to see you in here. Hey, Michael. How are you doing, honey? Michael says the new Daddy 05 channel got taken down because people thought he had just come back but flipped out. When it got out, he never left YouTube after he was found guilty. Yeah, I know. I'm realizing that now. Well, I think YouTube is cracking down with certain policies too, where they didn't want to support convicted child abusers. Maybe they didn't trust them. Maybe they didn't like certain footage they saw. I don't know. I have no idea. But here's one thing we do know. He didn't care about the abuse until he was made to care. And even then, he blamed somebody else, and that was the person that outed him. So he was even gaslighting and being abusive towards Philip DeFranco. So if YouTube doesn't want to trust that person or pay them, what's that person going to do? He's going right over to Twitch to make money over there because it's all about money. It's not about respecting the audience and showing them abuse is wrong. It's not about getting it right for your kids. It just seems to be about getting back on the platform as fast as you can to make money. That's just what it seems. Howard says YouTube seems to be a tool for people to identify themselves more than anything. Well, in some cases, yeah, in some cases. Rise Up says the biggest problem was he insisted we all get therapy, and his mom and sister wouldn't have it. They chose to ignore it. Oh. So they're extremely unhealthy. And you have to suffer because of that. Because you probably want to get therapy and you want to have a family. But if they refuse to see it, if they refuse to see that them not getting help is part of the problem, and then they choose to lose you, that's heart-wrenching. That's heartbreaking. I am so sorry about that. They're extremely unhealthy, and you know it's not you. And you can, find family and create your own family and create amazing, awesome friendships that will never really, I don't know. It's not going to, people may not take the place of your mom or your sister, but you can still get the goodness out of people and the love that you need from other people that are going to respect you and give you what you deserve, which is to not ignore problems, not ignore pain, not ignore the need for therapy, not ignore the abuse. And ignoring it, it perpetuates it. It still does. I mean, even lack of attention and just family members cutting each other off and not getting therapy because of abuse. Even that seems abusive in a sense. Withholding love, withholding a relationship, not willing to acknowledge when things are wrong and you need help. That is really unhealthy. But I know that you already know that. And you're the one that has to suffer from it or with it, because you didn't just lose a brother and a dad. You lost your mom and your sister too, it seems. Tanya says we were not allowed to be seen or heard. Her brothers don't remember her growing up because she spent her days in a closet. Now she works, but hides behind closed curtains and locked doors And she's a single mom. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. So what about the abuse mean to you? Because you're here for a reason and you shared this story. I can't have people going around misusing the hashtag and laughing about it because of their own idiocies, insecurities, fears, and or problems with other people. Don't take it out on the abuse awareness and prevention, which affects people's lives and hurts them. We should all care about Tanya, even though, I don't even know you, but I still care about you and your pain. And you took the time to share that. And that's not something to be ignored at all. And it's to be taken very, very, very seriously. Howard says, here's a theory. What if he said his sister needed a place to live? Offers were made for a place to live only if they recanted what was said or say it was all made up. Well, yeah, they're going to be recanting things. So are you trying to say, like, they put all the footage out there, profited off of it, everyone believed it to be true, whether or not they pushed it off to be entertainment and or normalized through stories, and because they profited off of it, now they're trying to recant it by having their cake and eating it too, when they already put it out there to be taken seriously. At least when I think of the Daughter from New York stories, she does say, if you guys like that, like and subscribe. She says that at the end, which is very off-putting for me, but she's not laughing per se, like Pickle Boy, and acting comedic in nature, or acting or trivializing it and blaming herself, like the scapegoated daughter with the vent story. So, but yeah, you really can't recant those things. How can you recant all these abuse stories and act as if they're not important now? And why is it happening now all of a sudden? Very interesting. And maybe I misinterpreted what you said altogether, Howard, but I'm just going to go for it. Rise Up says, didn't Mommy05 have a channel and then Daddy05 joined back on her channel? I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. Maybe. It sounds kind of familiar. It sounds like they put her out first, huh? They were testing the waters with the mom, perhaps, or they kept her on, or she was still actively making videos, I think, trying to make money on there. Michael Fairfax says, YouTube only acts when they have no choice. That explains the Paul brothers and why they get away with their stuff. I know. It is kind of like that. They are getting away with certain things, aren't they? They don't seem grateful. They don't seem grateful for their platforms. They've abused them in different ways and misused it. And they have all these children following them, thinking that that's okay. That's normal. Children need to know that money doesn't make you cool. And neither do childish, stupid pranks and antics and hijinks and things like that. I think a lot of kids get enamored with this, affluent lifestyle and the money. They get caught up in that merch, right? You're gonna be part of this family if you buy this shirt, if you buy this merch. And the kids can't afford it. And the ones that can afford it really think they're a part of a family when they're not. They're just being manipulated as children through content that's not the greatest, to include laughing at people that commit suicide. And we're just to support that. I don't know why. I don't know why. Oh, Fairfax says they changed Mommy05 to Family05. Ah, okay, that's what they did. A little sneaky. Made it seem like it was a new channel, but they just took her subscribers and her support and kind of try to desensitize it, I think, to cover up, but can't cover up that. And don't forget, the abuser never changed on his own in that situation, Daddy05, right? Never changed on his own. He had to be pointed out by somebody else that he was abusing his kids for profit on YouTube. And even then, he blamed the other person. I don't know that he really gets it. Could someone that laughs at a child hiding in a bathtub, he's manipulated into being, so sad and angry and tortured mentally, does someone like that just change overnight? Because he was just back on here trying to make money with the Mommy 05 and that Family 05 channel. Rise Up says he went forward with therapy for himself, and that offered them too. Oh, that offended them. That offended them? You getting help? Oh, so do you know what that means? You cannot be a part of their lives unless you decide to stay sick right along with them and mentally unwell and healthy. Unless you believe that abuse is love, you can't be a part of your family. They've closed the door on you and locked it. And you want some mental peace and freedom and some peace of mind. And yes, you want to be with your family, but you're not willing to do it at the expense of your health and well-being. So when you say you're going forward with therapy, it really is going forward, because someone that's telling you not to go to therapy when you need it, they're holding you back. They want to hold you back because they're sick and they're scared to get help. And they haven't made the choice to do it yet, and they may never get to choose to do it. They may never choose to get help. But at least them being toxic people can't hurt you anymore because you see the truth for yourself, which is therapy is the only way. Acknowledging the abuse and the pain is the only way. It's the only way to make things better. It's the only way to make your life better. It's the only way to truly go forward and not be stuck in time or in the past or take steps backwards because they're scared. But you're not scared. You're brave. And yeah, it offended them. Very interesting. What's up, shady kid? He said he gets attacked by Pickles mods every time he types my channel or hashtag, but it's okay because they can't do anything to him. I'm sorry you get attacked, honey. Yeah, I have somebody going around lying about my mods, saying I don't even want to repeat what he said because that's up to them to prove it, which there is no proof. So go around and keep lying. They want you to think horrible, bad things about my mods, about people over here, about me. It's everybody but them, but these are just opinions, and the channel's allowed up, even though they strike every video I have. Howard says his own dad has all but abandoned him. He says that's his loss. He's a super guy. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, it is his loss. Absolutely. Of course. Of course. You are a super guy. Rise Up says his brother was on his side supporting therapy, and he died with them not having spoken to him in 3 years. If anyone wants to know the importance about what about the abuse, take the time to come and read the chat and read these heartbreaking stories of people that have to deal with abuse. It destroys families. I tried to explain that the best I could in the dysfunctional family video like 6 or 7 months ago. Abuse is dangerous, so don't do it and stay away from it and protect yourself from it. And, so here's Rise Up, had his brother on his side supporting him in regards to mental health awareness and, acknowledging abuse, supporting therapy. That's good. And he passes away with these unhealthy family members not having spoken to him for 3 years. That's a shame. Yeah, abuse does that. It breaks up families, and you could go your whole life or multiple consecutive years without talking to people, and family members pass away or die, and there's no reconciliation. There's never any peace. There's never any peace of mind. There's never any acknowledgement of the truth. Same situation that a lot of people have to deal with sometimes, with people like that, just not acknowledging the truth of the situation. I kind of feel like it's what's going on over here. Either people acknowledge it and they support it, or they found a reason not to and are just running around lying. Not having spoken to him for 3 years. That's terrible. Howard says it takes courage to openly talk about things like that. Well, absolutely. Oh, yes. There's a lot of brave people that come in this chat. Howard says it's being used as damage control. I'll give you a place to live if you back me up. Who are you providing housing to now? Spectacular man, you. Tanya says, I have so much pain as an adult. She says she hopes the kids get help because she's made a mess of her life. Her pain has caused her pain. But what seems normal to her broken heart is not okay to others. Oh, is it all normalized for you? Yeah, exactly. People need to reach out if they go through abuse or trauma and get help, and not normalize it to an audience or profit off of it. Yep, because the lives of people end up messed up later on, if not messing up someone's childhood. Rise Up says when he posted the hashtag, several came at him with, the old man cannot be blamed because he was acting. They said Pickle Boy gave him scripts. Cool, where are the scripts? And why are we hearing all of a sudden that there's scripts? Why all of a sudden is it all fake? When it was put out there the way that you see it, which is an abusive family abusing each other and disrespecting each other. And I got to tell you something else here. The fans thinking that everything or the abuse is acting, if it is, we're dealing with Meryl Streep's, as I've told you guys before, and Robert De Niro's and Pacino's. And they're not professional actors. Okay, so what does that mean then? Well, it means that it's real. And another way I can explain it to you guys is if you're not, if you guys hear, because they're talking about acting. If you guys aren't actors, take a script and grab a friend of yours who's not an actor and see how fluid you could get it and how real you could get it to sound without it sounding like bad acting. And then go back and watch all these videos and look at all the stellar Meryl Streep award-winning performances that we have. Because if it's real, the brand is broken completely and they can't make any more money. So now all of a sudden the old man's not an abuser. Now all of a sudden he's not a child abuser. Now all of a sudden it can't be real. You may not be able to change someone's mind who's talking like that, but you have to know that they're using that as an excuse. I would address, why did Roasted call DSS and nobody got the kids out of the house? That's neglect and abuse happened. I would address, why is the scapegoated daughter coming over here and admitting she was abused a year ago when her family wasn't even talking with her, putting her on videos, taking her kids from her, as she said, and saying that my video Out of the Shadows made her cry and she gave her abuse perspective and spoke with me for a month or two on Twitter and on YouTube. I'll put all the things up for you guys so you see all the proof. Not that I didn't already with some, with hashtag what about the abuse. This was all real. My video, the proof. her coming over, saying herself. So there's a lot of children and people that might be in denial, or family members or friends that are protecting it, or they're backing up this icon that's a legend to them. The abuse can't be real. I guess the mother all of a sudden didn't burn a cross into her arm. And that doesn't lead back to self mutilation from coping with abuse or pain or trauma. She carved a cross under her chest too. That leads directly back to self mutilation. That's exactly what it is, burning and cutting. So, hang on, I'm trying to get back here with the chat because I'm behind in the chat here. Boston says the mods do their job. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I'm willing to acknowledge that for anybody's chat. You've got to have somebody that you trust that is going to monitor and help the conversation to continue without there being distractions or bullying or abuse and things like that. That pretty much happened to me last night, but it wasn't my live stream or chat. So I literally had one person stick up for me, and I just am not going to go to those live streams anymore. I've decided I'm not going to have anything to do with that kind of drama where I need to be focused on things over here. So I just not even going to bother with certain people. I just not even literally not even going to bother with it. A lot of abusive people online. A lot of ignorant people online too. Shady Kid says, so their job is to threaten and attack, just trying to spread awareness to people that comment about the abuse. I don't know. Yeah, if someone's not addressing what about the abuse, which encompasses 100 videos and speakers and live streams, they're not addressing any of it and just want to tell you it's all fake. That's up to you. You can even come up with an opinion. You could believe them or not, and I don't care either way. But I have to be real with my audience and tell you how I feel, which is they're not addressing the abuse and telling you something that either they know is false or they don't know is false, but they don't even care to investigate it or look into it. Because if they just looked at a few videos, maybe they would see that there's abuse, and they're backing it up and perpetuating it and supporting it by staying silent about it, by saying it's fake. Hey, Mer, what you doing, sweetheart? How are you doing, honey? Howard says, okay. Pickle Boy says to sister, you need a place to live. I'll give you one if you back me up. I'll even toss in some cat. Yes, he gives her money for gas. I mean, I don't know per se, okay. But yeah, she's been in his videos. He gives her money. And I mean, who paid for those teeth? I don't know. Who paid for the wigs? Who's paying for the tap-on dinners? Who pays for the gas and the food and the grocery thing? So for her, this is kind of like, even if it's perpetuating an abuse in the family and exploitation and telling the audience the wrong thing, I think, in my opinion, all while backing up and stay silent about abuse all of a sudden, weren't silent about it, but now all of a sudden it's fake all of a sudden. She's going to go with the money choice. That's what the daughter from New York is doing as well. She uploaded a child abuse video, the Doom one, on the My Throwback page. So she knows about all this, and she still uses those stories to perpetuate herself on YouTube, and I disagree. I think she's an awesome mom. But I disagree with that because you're telling the audience the wrong thing and not validating the little girls that were abused in the audience, or the little girls that look up to you, that come to your channel. They may go away thinking that all this is okay and it's not supposed to hinder or harm them at all, and that the depression that she has solely came from anything other than abuse related, when it's not true, in my opinion. Howard says Pickle controls people with money. Yeah. Rise Up says money and his status and his platform and power. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Rise Up. They're just protecting the old man. They also told the old man was a hero to thousands of children, his youngins, because some have written in to tell them that the old man has helped them with laughter. There. Well, if people did laugh, which we can't deny, some people laughed. I mean, there's two non-abusive videos I had seen in the past, and this is before I knew of the abuse. And those videos were funny, had no abuse in them at all. And but people laughing at the abuse and saying this guy's a hero, and children backing that up when it's children that go through child abuse, right? It seems like a very sick notion. Seems like a very sick notion. That's just feeding the ego of the narcissistic abuser by telling or letting people think that he made kids laugh or brought joy to their lives. He made his own children miserable and almost killed them with abuse. He kept his grandchildren in abuse. And just like he said in my real or fake video, for $50, I'll have any fucking money. For $50, I'll have any fucking money. For $50, he'll love anybody. So you got to wonder, would he be making children laugh for free? Answer me that. If the old man got on YouTube and couldn't get paid for one video, but the videos would make children laugh and they were non-abusive and or otherwise, the ones they put out there, would he have done it for free? You guys answer me that. Would he have made children laugh for free? Or is laughter something that just came about from him selfishly and greedily trying to get to the most money? Right? Because at 2012, family-friendly content time, we signed a contract with YouTube. We got to start pretending now. So you see him yelling and throwing things on children on Christmas, saying he doesn't care about them, breaking the star, throwing trees on them, yelling, cursing, kicking things over. You see him doing all that, okay? And then you see him turn around the next day and say, you don't cheat on women. And you're my youngins and I care. And how is anyone supposed to believe you? I asked, because we talk about homophobia over here, I asked another YouTuber who's a lesbian. I said, if you go your whole life and you're a 60-year-old racist, homophobic man from the South, to the point you abuse children on Christmas and call them, homophobic things, and you throw presents and gifts on them and toys so hard that it bounces off their body, is it safe to say that you're a is it safe to say that possibly that person's homophobic? And if after they change at that elder age, after the age of 60, and they pretend to not be homophobic, or all of a sudden they're pro-gay, is it okay to not believe them? And do you believe them? And she paused for 1 second. She said, no. No, you don't trust that person, believe them. And I didn't need her to tell me that. I made the real or fake videos so long ago. Because you are who you are long before 60. Ask yourself that. The people in my chat, are you guys the age 60 or older? And can't you wait to get to the age of 60 so you become who you really are? But only after a YouTube partnership and you start making millions of dollars by pretending to be someone that you're not. Okay. You got to give me a second, guys, because I'm backed up on the chat here. Howard says he thinks money gives him power to control people. Well, what does Aggie Rent say? Money talks, bullshit walks. And he believes in cash cows because he's talked about them before. So for some people, money does control them. For some people, they will close their mouth because of money and open it when they're told, or never open it at all for certain things because of money. It happens. There's a lot of people like that on YouTube. It's called a monopoly. Howard said he used to self-mutilate. He'll never go back. Thank you for sharing that. How did you get out of that coping mechanism? Because maybe you could help someone else in the audience that's coping that way, like the mom did in this family. How did you stop doing it? How did you get to that point where you said you'll never go back? All right, Boston, just hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up on Twitter. Rise Up says, Howard Thomas, I'm sorry you went through that, and I'm happy that you stopped self-harming. He says he's okay. Rise Up says, I was thinking she lost her teeth due to gum disease, not being punched. How could a punch make you lose all of her teeth, molars, and all? Well, if she got punched, why would they be laughing about it and have her in the thumbnail laughing? More normalizing abuse. So she, in my opinion, she had her teeth pulled. He's giving her money and fixing her teeth. I don't know if you want to call that fixing. I didn't see a problem with her teeth. I don't know. I wasn't really looking that closely. But he's giving her something. He's giving her money for something. So she'll be in a thumbnail and laugh and normalize about her teeth getting knocked out. It's not funny. A lot of some abuse victims lose their teeth that way. There's people online that's happened to in this direct community. So I think he knows what he's doing there. He's trying to be cute and funny. He's watching this channel. He knows he's being exposed for child abuse right now and for domestic violence. He knows he's uploaded videos of his sister after she's dealt with domestic violence situations, having gotten mental illness from it, PTSD, with a black eye. But to him, he doesn't care. He just uploaded it and exploited it and is still exploiting it by showing her empty mouth saying she got her teeth knocked out when that's not what happened. And even if that was what happened, isn't that sick, trying to laugh about it, normalize it to a bunch of children that come by and watch them? Hey, Mandy. She might have lost her teeth because maybe the parents didn't take them to the dentist regularly. Maybe they didn't have the money to. Maybe they didn't have the health insurance. Maybe it wasn't important to them. Maybe they were neglectful. Right along with educational neglect and medical neglect, we got more medical neglect with the dental. I really don't know. I just know that she's pretty young to have lost her teeth, right? Matt C. How are you doing, honey? He says from what he sees, Pickle Boy's videos, he just gets so upset from... He gets upset from does to his nephews, his dogs, and his fans. It is so easy to tell when he lies on camera. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he does lie a lot. B.easy says, how gullible are children these days? And it's not just children. Got a lot of adults running around, allowing themselves to be manipulated, being gullible. And children are always going to be gullible. That's why they're able to be abused, because they have no voice. They're innocent. Rise Up says he remembers. Hi, IVC. How are you doing, honey? Rise Up says he remembers wondering how the parents could allow the children to watch the old man. His profanity-laced rants were horrible for children. Well, if the parents are doing it at home, or if they're not intently watching what the children's watching, Or if they just don't care, then things like that are going to happen. Really. Or if the parents think it's funny, they're going to allow the kids to watch it, say it's funny. Shady says children have free reign to watch whatever they want without their parents watching most of the time. It depends. Every family's different. So that is the case for some families. Absolutely. Rise Up says, remember that one guy that visited them early on and said they laugh at people sending them things, etc., and calls is their sheep. I think I remember, but I don't know because I don't have proof on it, so I can't give an opinion on it. I give an opinion on what I see, what I hear. I talked to the daughter herself, the scapegoat daughter, so I was able to formulate opinions on that. Shady says every vid Pickle posts now is that he wants you to feel bad for him in some way. He's breaking up every week. He goes to Vegas. He wants you to cry for him the whole time. Why do you think that is? He's being exposed for child abuse right now. If you're giving him sympathy, you're not addressing or asking him what about the abuse. If you're looking at puppies, you're going, aw, and you're not going, hey, wait a second. Wait a second, you creep. You kept those kids in a dark room. You wouldn't let the one with the autism having sensory overload out of the room. You got the creepy hand going on. You're manipulating them during the game by telling them nothing scary is going to happen. Then you film their scared, tired, sad, poor little child reaction. What the heck, man? He's purposefully manipulating you to get sympathy with stories that aren't real, like fake breakups and wanting you to cry for him. And oh my gosh, something's wrong with the dog. You guys should care about his dogs. You guys should care about dogs. Don't care about that abuser trying to victimize you and manipulate you into caring and sympathizing for him when he has yet to address any abuse and is still normalizing it on his channel with the scapegoat daughter got her teeth knocked out. And a couple months ago in that episode, this really has to stop, where he's humiliating and bullying a child on camera when I could say the same damn thing. Yeah, this really's got to stop. Stop doing that. Nocturnal Saint Studios, how are you doing, sweetheart? Hope you're having a good day. Rise Up says that same guy that the old man throws away most letters without even reading them, but he checks for money before tossing them. Hey, I believe it because it sounds like something he would do because he said himself he would do anything and like anybody for money, to include pretending to like gay people, to include pretending to like children, to include pretending not to be as annoyed or so annoyed. He didn't change at all. Money doesn't change people. There's no proof in it. This is the proof. The old man allowing those children to get abused just last year. So says Pickle Boy and myself. But yeah, I believe it. I don't feel that they were completely grateful. Not if you're lying in every freaking episode to deflect from abuse. It's like, come up with new content for your audience. Care about your audience. Even the audience is picking it up. This kid in here saying, yeah, every single day they're trying to get the sympathy. And yeah, it's because it's not real stories. They're following like a storyline and narrative that's going on over here. And they're reacting to this channel. These small little channels I got over here. They're not mature enough to do their own thing. Or give the audience, give the people what it is, what they need, what they want, which is some content. Yeah, I even seen the old man open a letter once and had the $3, okay? The $3 for the what? For that bumper sticker. And he grabbed it, and they only made 700 of those bumper stickers, but they didn't know they were going to get more than 700 people that wanted to buy them. He's taking the dollars and going, I got dollar, I got dollar, look at me, I got dollar, I got dollar. And they don't send that person no bumper sticker. What's up with that? Howard said maybe her teeth rotted out and the story's made up. What story? A story about her being abused? They're making fun of domestic violence. Even in the thumbnail. Her teeth rotted out, pretty much. That's what happened. B.EZ says she's laughing because it's staged. She's laughing because I don't know why she's laughing. I don't even care. All I know is she's going around lying about my channel. And I got the proof, baby. That's what I know. So you guys should be wondering about that. Why is she going around lying? Why is she even watching? She's got over 30,000 subscribers. Why is she bothered with these? Why is she so hot and bothered with these channels? I wonder why. Shady Kid says there's a lot of people in his comments who really don't like what he's doing. Well, what don't they like? Because some people are placing more importance on clickbaiting and lying versus all this abuse for profit, when I personally know which is more important of the two. So those people either don't know about this, or maybe they're afraid to address it, or those are the only comments that they're leaving up, or I don't even know. I don't even know what they're going to do to distract you guys today from not caring. Lovely nurse. Nice to see you, sweetheart. Don't give up. What's up? What about the abuser? He says. Yeah, what about the abuser? What about that abuse? Rise Up says a while back, Pickle Boy said he hadn't brushed his teeth in 7 years. I doubt that. I doubt that's true, because there's that one picture of him where he's got all that toothpaste in his mouth and his gums are bleeding. Oh, wait, maybe that backs up what you just said. I don't know. Thank you for using the hashtag Nocturnal Science Studios. Hi, Patty Pal. How are you doing, honey? B.EZ, watch it. Come on now. That can't be proven. And that's not very nice. Patty says, is the kid supposed to be living with Pickle Boy? I have no idea. I don't know. All I know is for sure, and you guys know for sure because the video evidence and audio evidence is on my channel. Community-based services is a program that had to get involved with the family to help educate them on make that family healthier and stronger, to keep them together. So, but as in terms of who has to live with who, I don't know. Ah, my chat. Lovely nurse says she brushes and flosses twice a day, but still loses teeth due to diabetes. But her parents always took care of her health needs. That's great. That's excellent. They absolutely should take care of your health needs. I'm sorry to hear about the diabetes. Patty says she thought the kids were not supposed to live with the scapegoated daughter. That's why she was asking. Not supposed to live with her, why? I'm not sure if I heard why, if there was a reason or if that's true. I don't know. Someone says he has another channel called Living with Mike, where he puts on masks and torments the heck out of the kids. The Life with Mikey channel? Or is there a different one called Living with Mike? And if you're talking about Life with Mikey, I made a couple videos about those videos. They're on my channel. Goes Too Far with the Nephews and The Nightmare Continues, if you guys want to check that out. Thank you for coming back, Mandy. Nice to see you. Lovely Nurse says she's a cat person also. Lovely Nurse, did you know I found a kitten? Found a kitten, I want to think like, what was it, like a week ago by now? A week ago? I don't even know. Within a week. You know, emaciated. It was super skinny. It would have been gone within another day or two. The cat followed me, got it home, and I'm gonna keep the cat. I'm gonna keep that kitten. Thank you for using the hashtag, Mandy. Hey, Kissy Bug, how are you doing, honey? Nice to see you. I wanted to do a live stream. I need to thank my mods. I have to thank the supporters, the people that watch, the people that utilize the hashtag, utilize it the correct way. I just, there's certain things that happened yesterday that were easy to get you down. But I'm reminded every day that there's no reason to feel that way when I have a bunch of people backing me up and supporting me. So, yeah. Hang on. I'm behind in the chat again. Matt C says Pickle Boy recently got 2 puppies, which most likely he won't take care of them like his other 2 dogs he has. Wait, hang on 1 second, guys. Hang on. We're going to drop the link again to the Vimeo video. And I want you to share it. I want you to watch it. Share it on any platform that you have. It's a 7-minute video that just got the strike. It's all their own footage. And I don't speak on the video at all. So I'll drop the link. It's on Vimeo. Make sure you share it. Get the word out. And call some news stations. Call the media. Get somebody to care. Oh, you know what? Philip DeFranco's doing a show today. He's doing a live stream. And on Twitter, he said that he would save a spot for certain stories that you guys want to hear about and think are important. Get on his Twitter. Talk to him about it. Tell him about what about the abuse. Get on his channel. Hashtag it up. Just some ideas. Nocturnal Saint Studios says he doesn't know why any YouTuber would pay these people. Well, if you're, I guess, pulling in the views, I don't know. They're not watching intently or caring enough. I don't know. I don't know why they did that. Oh, yeah. He said Life with Mikey. Yeah. Howard says you found a kitty. Yes, and it didn't come directly to me right away. Okay. I kind of was walking near her, walked around her, let her follow me. I eventually put some food down. And I think, you know what? I think this kitten just had enough. This cat was like, I'm about to die and I need help. And it trusted me in some manner. And I got it home and put it all the way down, baby. I got it home and man, she's doing good. Her coat is real bright. She's really super soft. I brushed her out and she eats every day. And yeah, she's wonderful. She's good. Yes, Voodoo, thank you for reminding everybody. The video with the most child abuse on that channel is the one with the most likes and views. Yes. Really gross. So, and if you want to know, you could just watch the Goes Too Far with the Nephews video that I made. And it kind of showcases what's going on in there, all the abuse that's going on in there. And we see the abuse because we see the children's reactions based on what Pickle Boy's doing. He's upsetting them purposefully over and over and over again. I'm glad you're doing good, Kizzy Bug. I have that one channel that's still going around lying about my mods. Nothing I could do. It doesn't faze me one bit. My mods are great. Certain people think they could still go around saying lies that they think changes the abuse, all while never addressing it. But that's on them to create a channel and get people to believe them and use some proof. And some people don't even have to do that. They just blindly can get up and lie and people just believe them. I'm not trying to change the opinions of those people. I'm trying to have a real conversation with the people that care and that could look at footage and aren't to be played with or toyed with mentally when they see abuse footage themselves. Rise Up says, Kissybug, I just subbed. You have a lot of great video content out there. Oh my gosh. If you're not subscribed to Kissybug, and you don't know about her channel, it's a wonderful channel. Sometimes she will do a video or a reaction to something that's happened or gone on in their channels, my channel. She gets to the important content that you need to know that could change your life, save your life, help you, validate you. She's on my related channels or suggested channels. So you guys have to go over there and really, really check it out. Definitely. Check her out. Wow, lovely nurse has 14 rescue cats. Some she had to bottle feed. Glad you came along for the kitty. I'm glad too. She's really, really cute. She was gonna die otherwise, definitely. Absolutely would have. Yeah, she does. She's got a lot of content, a lot of different videos over there. So there's a lot to watch. Howard says he's been downloading the abuse videos as proof. Someone will wake up and allow him to show them. Yeah. Be careful. Watch your strikes because people out striking. Everyone in the chat needs to know that you're kind of a target. You know, I think people know that. If you didn't know that, there's people watching it, don't want us talking about this. They don't want you caring. So it's really brave when people come over on their own channels and still take a stand and say, well, no, you're not going to change my opinion, or you're not going to silence my voice or take away my rights. We're going to speak. But yeah, there are people watching intently, and, you know, my mods, you know, getting attacked like crazy at certain points. And people that go around and even hashtag it up getting attacked. Me the other night getting attacked. People coming in and misusing the hashtag, laughing about child abuse. Okay, whatever. I can't thank those people when this gets exposed, and they'll be sitting there wondering, well, why can't they thank me? Why didn't I take a stand? Oh, I let something get in between of the awareness and prevention. And by that point, it'll be too late. Could always use more help. Tanya's off to work. See you later, sweetheart. Thank you for joining us. I'm not going to be on too much longer myself. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate your support, honey. Johnny says, will you be able to use the Rosa Studios channel again anytime? Well, I could drop videos and Spreakers. I just can't live stream over there. But it's a lot easier for me to live stream over here. Just jump on. I don't know why. It's easier for me to do it over here than over there. So, yeah. I'll let you guys know what's going on with that strike. I'll let you guys know. At all. Howard says, make me a target. That's fine. They cannot stop me. Nope. They really can't. And they really can't stop how you feel. All they could do is manipulate people into feeling how they want them to feel, which is strike the channel, rip the footage down, lie about my mods, lie about me, lie about everything. I mean, whatever. I don't have time for all that. I don't deal with lies and manipulations, and I don't make negotiation agreements with terrorists online. I don't do that. And my audience deserves better. So how about that? Shady Kid says he tries to hashtag and comment on these channels every one of their vids. Yeah, that's wonderful. And even having a conversation with people. Because as I've stated, it doesn't matter to me if people come over and see the abuse and still to support these people, but they need to see the abuse and know it's wrong. And they need to know abuse for profit's wrong. So I'm very appreciative you go around and hashtag it up. That's awesome. That helps out a lot. Because I have some people going around misusing the hashtag and laughing about abuse and not wanting to help and not caring, and that's not helpful. Thank you for using the hashtag. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm blocked on Twitter. When Daddy05's channel went down, Pickle Boy blocked me on Twitter immediately. Immediately. So he's running scared, not open and willing for conversation. Other people in the Monopoly running around lying about my mods. My mods are great. And my mods don't change his abuse footage. Isn't that funny? Even to the very bottom level. He wants people to care more about my mods than him having made millions of dollars on child abuse and domestic violence. Isn't that something? Isn't that amazing how they could convince certain people of that? Kizzy says it's just block or ignore, deflecting as usual. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. Masters of deflection. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Well, I think I'm probably going to get going. Can you guys please click the like before I get going? And this won't be my only stream. When I get more time, I'll pop up. I'm going to keep popping up in here. I'm going to keep saying thank you. I'm going to keep encouraging you guys to speak to people outside of this YouTube platform that you think will care about this material. Keep hashtagging it up. Go to Philip DeFranco's stream today or go to his Twitter because he said he's willing to talk about things. If people have a story that you guys want to hear, he'll give it a spot and he'll talk about it. Wouldn't that be amazing? That would be awesome. Howard says, truth is truth. Rise Up says, roasted. I tried to message you on Twitter, but it won't allow it. Really? I get private messages on there. You can... Another thing you could do is you could do the DM on YouTube. Still does the DM, right? You could do that, and if not, you could always write a comment, a big long one, and you could delete it, and that still pops up too. No, yeah, something else that you want to send me that you don't want anyone else to see. Lindsay Ann says they don't care who they hurt; it's all about the money. Yeah, I know that. Oh, look at Queen popped up. Okay, well, you guys all have a really good day, and thank you for stopping in. And I once again need to remind you guys that you make this possible. You make the channel what it is. I appreciate your support. I won't give up. I won't give up. Thank you for using the hashtag. And lots of love to everyone. I'll be on a little bit later. Yes, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for using the hashtag KissyBug and Voodoo and to all my mods and everything. Shady, yeah, don't give up. Keep going. All right, guys, take it easy. I'll be on later. Cassandra's Curse, where all the knowing does no good when no one will listen. Take care, guys.